I was suckered at that time into doing the Juma. Those of you who remember the Juma race? Well, I did it. I won't talk about my time. And then I put my mountain bike in a corner, and I went out occasionally with my son. And then here comes this event called the 94.7. So we're sitting at dinner, and while sitting at dinner, he said, "You've got to sign up. It's a great race. It's great for energy. It's great for camaraderie. You know, it's a personal challenge. You should do it." And I said, "Okay, I'll sign up." He said, "Yeah, but you got to do it tonight, like any good sales guy, right?" I said, "Why tonight?" He said, "Because the registration closes today." So I signed up and I went home and I thought, okay, 94.7 kilometers, I'm still, if you look at my phone, I still use the American system because it's the only system that is meaningful. So I converted a 94.7 into miles and I realized 60 miles. That's what this race is about. With 2 months ago, I don't have a bike. I have not been training. I have not done anything in preparation for this. And so I asked everyone and everything that I could research. I found out, okay, you need to make sure that you get fit, of course. So I signed up for this with this company called Cadence Cycling. And what they do is they give you a heart rate monitor, and they basically give you a fitness test. And for the first couple of sessions, you're basically getting and fine-tuning your power, your cadence, your heart rate, and you're getting it all in sync. Well, let me tell you, the first session I couldn't finish, right? But every Monday morning, every Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., I was there. I was present, right? And I started training. Still didn't have a bike. And here I go with the 94.7 looming 2 months out, right? And eventually I called one of my Indian friends because in South Africa, if you want to get a deal on something, who do you call? I couldn't give that joke in the US, I would be fired. So I went to an Indian partner and I got a bike. So I got the bike and I decided I'm going out. And I have some good friends in IBM that decided that they're going to take it with me. And the guy who signed up said, "Maurice, I'm going to go with you. Even though I broke my leg, I'm going to still ride." So we went out to the cradle and we started pedaling and I'm getting used to this new bike, brand new bike. And I'm riding and I feel something's wrong with the chain. And I get about 10 kilometers in and the chain breaks. Now, like I just said, I have a mountain bike. It's in the corner. I just bought a new bike. What do you do when a chain breaks? Anybody know? You fix it. But what do you need to fix it? A chain link or brake, whatever you call it. Well, he had one. And because we had testosterone, we thought you put it in and you tighten it as tight as you can. Well, we ended up breaking it. So I look over the horizon and here comes a storm because we're in the cradle. It is now Sunday afternoon, not morning, but afternoon. Novice riders, we go in the afternoon. The good riders go at 5 a.m. in the morning. And we decided, okay, so I looked in my bag. I happened to have one because the Indian friend that sold me the first bike told me that I needed a chain link. And I didn't remember, but I was looking in my bag and I found one. In any event, we got back, no problem. Second time I went out, chain is fine. This time I get a flat tire. At this point, I become very religious and superstitious, right? First time you have a chain, second time you have a tire. The guys in the office, give it up, Maurice, it's not gonna happen. But I keep going. Third time I go out, we ride and we do pretty well. But I am a very competitive person and I do not like to lose. I like to have the most important data that is possible. So I started researching these GPSs, right? And one of the guys that work with me said, "Maurice, why would you spend that much money on a GPS? Just get out there and pedal." I said, no, I need to know who I'm competing against. So I bought this Garmin 520, and I plopped it on my bike. And the next time I go out, up comes the name of one of my coworkers, Nosipo Similani. She runs TSS, or Technical Service Support. And I'm thinking now, all of a sudden it starts telling me that I'm behind. And for those of you who've ridden in the cradle, I start on that Valverde hill that you go down and you go up, right? And I start going up, and the more I go up, the more I'm behind. So I actually turned it off. I was not ready. So this Sunday, or this Monday, we're a week out from the race, I called the CPO and I said, "Hey, I just downloaded the Strava app and I have the route and I'm loading it. Do you have it? Do you want to connect with me to make sure that it's right?" And she just happens to tell me that she's going riding the next morning. So I said, would you like to ride together? And we start riding together, 5 a.m. in the morning, and up comes her name again. This time, I was not going to be behind. And so we started riding, and I said to her, you know that your name is on my screen? And she said, really? Yeah, she said, that was a good ride. That was my best time. I'm like, yeah. So how do I, in that moment, tell her that I am a chauvinistic male that refuses to lose? And then she gave me the best words that I put in my journal. She said, Maurice, you know there's a difference between testosterone and estrogen. And when she said that, that gave me the green light. And I had my screen and my data, and I knew exactly what I needed to do in order to beat her time. But there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And in that moment, I realized I couldn't leave her behind. So we rode all the way, 23, 24 Ks. I see it coming up to the end, getting to that magical mark out in the caves. And I say to her, let's push. And she's like, go ahead. I said, that's right, testosterone. And I kicked it in high gear. And the reason I did that is because I had data right in front of me. I knew what I needed to do in order to beat her time. But I also know what I needed to do in order to be my best. And so what today is about is how data is driving a new agenda in business. And that's what really all of the technologies that we're going to talk about today, how they come together to enable businesses to perform at a higher level. Now, I must say that I did rank a pretty good time, just for us amateurs. If you're a professional, I won't even tell you what the time is. I've decided to amend that because they are recording today. But the idea is we all need to know and have insights, as much insight as we can in order to drive this new agenda. And with that, I want to kick off with the 3 changes that are going to impact how we do business and the 5 challenges that we all have to answer to. So I'm going to ask the lights to come up a little bit. And I'm going to ask for some volunteers, because those of you who know me know that I don't like to do this by myself. So as the lights come up, just think about, how many of you have someone working with you that's sitting next to you? Okay. Okay, if you do answer this question, do you like them? If you don't, I would ask you just to volunteer them to come forward. There you go. We have our first one here. Come on up, sir. All right, and I'd like some females as well to come up. The lady that's up can come on up, yeah. All right, someone from the middle section. I'm not going to call on anyone that I know. I feel something. Volunteers, I'll give you a moment. On this side, I need 4 more volunteers, 2 from here and 2 from the middle. Yes, since you were so great, so go ahead and you can pick one. This gentleman in the front, white shirt, okay. Do you know him? Okay, you don't know him. Okay, all right, one more. Okay, guys, it's not that difficult for us in the morning. Okay, yes, choose. I can do it. She was so avoiding. Okay, the lady sitting on the end with the glasses, you can pick someone. Pick quickly. The gentleman next to you. Oh, he was there already? Oh, you're at Tuesday's event, so you know. Okay. All right, I'm going to make this quick. Gentleman here in the black jacket, thank you. And the lady who is deliberately avoiding my eyes. Yeah. Yes. Would you come on up, since you've already taken out your earpiece. So you're wondering, why would I have you come up here? Because you're a role model for us all. Yeah? So you're gonna memorize 10 things. And it's very simple. I've done this before, some of you may have seen me do this. But really you're gonna show really how smart you are. Right? So it's really a list of 10 things, very easy to remember. Don't stress. Right? So the first one is a pencil. Number one, pencil. Why do you think number one is a pencil? To write it down. It looks like a pencil. Number one looks like a pencil. All right, number two is a sink. Number two is a, help them out. Number two is a, now why would number two be a sink? Ooh, this is going to be harder than I thought. Hot and cold, two sides of the sink. Right? So don't overthink it, it's really simple. All right, so number two is a? All right, number three is a three-ring circus. Okay? Three-ring circus. Why would number three be a three-ring circus? Three rings. It's very simple. Number four is a track. Number four is a? Track. Why four for track? Four what? 4 lanes on a track. Okay? Number five is a star. 5 points on a star. They're warming up. Let's give them some encouragement. All right, so let's recap. Number one is a? Number two? Number three? Three-ring circus. Number four? And number five? Very good. Number six, bullet. 6 bullets in a chamber. Okay? Number seven. Number seven, dice. Dice. Why 7 with the dice? Somebody? Huh? 2 sides add up to 7. If you add 2 opposite sides of a die, you add up to 7. Okay. Number 8, an hourglass. Because it's shaped like an 8, an hourglass looks like. See, I told you this is very simple for part 1. Number 9, balloon on a string. Okay? And number 10, fingers. 10 fingers. Okay? Very simple, right? Okay, so number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Sorry? Bullets. Number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. Very good. Give them a round of applause. Now for the real challenge. So I'm going to now give you an image, a number, a picture, and you're going to attach it to that pencil, sink, circus, track, right? So for example, number 1 is a pencil. I'm going to tell you the number 50. So somehow attach pencil and 50 together. And just make it big, make it large, make it stinky, make it fuzzy, make it furry. But whatever you do, make it so dynamic that your mind is going to allow you to remember. Okay? So number 1 is a pencil and the image is the number 50. Good. You all can work along as well. Number 2, a craft market. A craft market. Okay? Have an image in your mind. Make it bigger, make it stinky, make it loud. Make it soft, make it furry. All right. Number 3, the All Blacks versus the Springboks. Sorry, I had to go there. That was unnecessary. But you remember the last game, eh? Yeah. Okay. Number 4, Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley, number 4. Number 5. Grow slow hair removal. Grow slow hair removal. Number 6, a lake of data. He's like, help me, please. You know, he's a guy in class that was like, I need help. So number 6 is a lake of data. Number 7, a poorly structured bridge. A poorly structured bridge. You all had no idea that they would be doing this morning, right? You came for an IT web event. Don't worry, we're going somewhere with this. All right, number 8. Talenti ice cream. Talenti ice cream. Italian brand. Talenti ice cream. Number 9. A butterfly. Number 9, a butterfly. And number 10, bees. Bees. Okay, got it? Now for the test. What was number 1? 50. Number 2? Craft market. Number 3? You have to forget that one. Springboks versus the All Blacks. Number 4. Who's helping? Silicon Valley. Number 5? Grow slow hair removal. Okay, good. Number 6. Lake of data. Okay? Let's see how smart the audience is. Over on that side. Number 8. Oh, sorry, 7. Now, she's the lady in class that you would call on. Teacher, meet me. What was number 7? Poorly structured bridge. Number 8. Talenti ice cream. Number 9. A butterfly. And number 10. Bees. Give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. No, there's more. You want to stay with me? No, you can stay with me.